So, good day everyone. We are Group 5 Microcontrol and we will demonstrate the activities we made for laboratory activity number 5. So, let's start by demonstrating program number 1. Write a sketch using Arduino's integrated development environment to play a song that contains a minimum of 30 music notes. Design your program to running light display using 8 LED lights after the song to provide visual effects. Play the song again faster at 75 to 80% of its original duration and follow with another faster light show. Blinking the lights patterns, running lights during the song is encouraged. So below here is the frequency of each key on a piano keyboard. So we will use this frequency to play a song. And now, let's go to Tinkercad to see the schematic diagram and demonstrate the circuit diagram for this program. So here's the schematic diagram for this program, and here's the circuit diagram for this program. So as you can see, the positive pin of the piezo buzzer is connected to pin 7 of the Arduino board, and the negative side of the buzzer is connected to the ground of the Arduino board, while the anodes of the LED pins are connected to pins 2 to 6 and 8 to 10 of the Arduino board, while their cathodes are connected to the ground. Since we are tasked to play any song for this program using the piezo buzzer, we chose the song We Can't Be Friends by Ariana Grande to mimic the notes and apply it in our program. So now, let's demonstrate the constructed sketch for this program. And we will demonstrate it in the Arduino IDE. In the first 6 lines of the code, we initiated variables whose values will be used later on. The integer buzzer pin defines pin number 7, wherein the piezo buzzer is connected. The array LED pins defines the list of pin numbers where the LED pins are connected, which are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. The integer variable numLEDs use size of function to calculate the number of elements inside the array. In this case, it calculated 8 number of elements so that the value of numLEDs is 8. And next, the boolean variable faster is initially set to false. This variable will be used later on to make the song play faster than the normal speed. The unsigned long last serial read time is initialized to store the last time serial input was checked. We use unsigned long here so that it can handle large range of values, and also it is a positive integer. And the unsigned long serial read delay is initialized to 100 milliseconds, and it is declared so that we can control how frequent serial input is checked. Next, we initialize a function here named playTone, wherein this handles the speed of the song and the LED lights of the program. This has 3 parameters: the frequency, duration, and pause integer variables. And the integer speed factor is the one responsible for making the song faster or not. If faster is true, it will be set to 2 or faster, and if not, it will be set to 1 or normal speed. The integer time per LED calculates the time the running LED lights will stay on by dividing duration by the product of the number of LEDs and speed factor. We use for loop here to control speed of the running lights. The eye is initialized to 0 and must stop if the eye is not less than number of LEDs and will increment by 1 after each cycle. The tone function uses the value of buzzer pin to make the piezo buzzer plays a tone based on the returned frequency value. And after that, we use the digital write function to make LED high and delay with the value of the time per LED and make LED low after. And no tone function here stops the buzzer from playing after a note with a delay of the value of a quotient of pause divided by speed factor. Next function we initialize is the check serial input function. Its main function is to control the speed of the song and the LED based on the value inputted in the serial monitor. We use the conditional here to check if enough time has passed since the last serial input check. The millis function returns the number of milliseconds since the Arduino board began running the current program. If more than serial read delay milliseconds have passed, the code inside the if block will execute to avoid constant reading from the monitor. Inside it is a condition wherein it checks if there is available data to read. And inside of it is an initialized character variable named input, wherein it stores the read serial data by using the serial read function. And there's a conditional that is responsible for making input 1 as faster and input 0 as normal speed. Inside the nested conditional of the parent conditional, last serial read time is updated to the current time in milliseconds since the program started using the millis function. Next is the setup function. Here, we configured the buzzer pin as output, and we create a for loop here to read every element inside the LED pins array and configure them as output. And lastly, we initialize a serial communication at a baud rate of 9600 bits per second. Lastly, in the loop function, where the codes are repeatedly executed, the check serial input and the playtone function are repeatedly alternating. It is constructed in that way so that every notes are played. The program will check the input if the user decides to make it faster or not. The playtone function here is called multiple times with different arguments to play specific notes with a different speed and delay. Its parameters are frequency, duration, and pause. So every frequency equates to every note. And we use here the notes comprises the song We Can Be Friends so that it will be played in the buzzer, such as D4 here and G4, F4, and so on. So this program consists of 62 musical notes. And of course, there will be delay of 1 second after the 1 cycle of loop is done. So let's try it in the Tinkercad if it really works, and let's try it in the actual Arduino board after. So let's try to run it. Now let's try to make this program faster by inputting number 1. So it became faster. Now let's try to bring the speed into its normal state by inputting 0. It goes back to its normal speed. So it works. We successfully played We Can't Be Friends on the Arduino board with running lights, and also we can speed it up and go back to its normal speed. Now let's try the program 1 in the actual Arduino board.
Hello everyone, now we are going to present to you the Program 2 on Arduino Jukebox. Create and design a musical jukebox, a menu-driven system running on a serial monitor screen comprising of 6 preschool rhyme songs or any 6 songs of your choice. With the use of switches, the user can select a song to be played by Arduino. Provide a running light pattern for each song and played as accompanied by the song being played. This project uses an Arduino board to play various melodies and it's controlled through the serial monitor. The Arduino Jukebox has the following components: buzzers that plays the music notes, LEDs which provides visual running light for songs being played, and the serial monitor that allows us to select which song to play. Now let's proceed to Tinkercad and see how this works. First is click Start Simulation, and in the serial monitor enter 1 for Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, 2 for Blah Blah Black Sheep, 3 for London Bridge is Falling, and 4 if you're happy and you know it, 5 Rain Rain Go Away, and 6 for the Wheels on the Bus. Now let's go to the serial monitor and enter a song, a number. Example is Rain Rain Go Away. And now let's go to the Arduino IDE to explain parts of the code. Let's dive into the code and see how it all works. In here, we define the pin for the buzzer and an array of pins for the LEDs. We also calculate the number of LEDs using the size of the array. Next is the playTone function. This function is responsible for playing a tone with a given frequency and duration. It also handles lighting up of the LEDs sequentially to provide visual feedback. And then we have the song functions. In song functions, each song is divided in a separate function. This function plays Twinkle Twinkle Little Star by calling playTone with the appropriate frequency and duration for each note. This function plays Baba Black Sheep. It defines the notes and calls the playTone similarly. The setup function, in this we have the setup function. The setup function initializes the serial communication and sets the buzzer and LED pins as outputs. It also prints a menu of available songs to the serial monitor. And lastly, we have the loop function. The loop function waits for user input from the serial monitor. When a song number is entered, it calls the corresponding function to play the selected song. It also redisplays the menu after a song is played or if an invalid number is entered. And now we're done, and now we will present to you how it all works.
For the next program, we have Program 3, Arduino Piano. Our task is to connect 8 button switches that represents the notes Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. The program should allow user to play a song through the button switches and buzzer which are connected to the Arduino board. And lastly, we need to write a program to simulate a piano. So now let's open the Tinkercad to see the schematic diagram and demonstrate the circuit diagram for this challenge. So as we can see, we have 8 push buttons here. Our first push button is connected to the pin 13 of the Arduino board, while our second push button is connected to the pin 12. Our third one is connected to pin 11. Our fourth one is connected to pin 10. Our fifth one is connected to pin 9. Our sixth push button is connected to pin 8. Our seventh push button is connected to pin 7. And then our last push button is connected to pin 6. We also used 8 pieces of 10k ohms resistors that are connected to each of the switch buttons. And lastly, we use a piezo buzzer to output the sounds of the frequencies we created. This is our code, and later I will explain it to you. Now, let's simulate the circuit diagram. As we can see, it works. When we click the push button, it plays like a piano with the notes Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Now, let me open the Arduino IDE to show you and explain the constructed code to be uploaded to the Arduino board for this challenge. The code starts by assigning pin numbers to variables for each of the 8 buttons. And one buzzer. So this is the one for the buzzer. Then, in the setup function, the button pins are configured as inputs using pin mode to read their states, and the buzzer pin is configured as an output to produce sound. Then in the loop function, it begins by reading the state of each button using digital read and storing the states in variables B1 or button 1 to button 8. So, this code here checks the state of each button in sequence. If a button is pressed, a corresponding tone is played on the buzzer using the tone function. Each button is associated with a specific frequency. So, our first button has 523 Hz. Our second button has 587 Hz. Our third button has 659 Hz. Our fourth button has 698 Hz. Our fifth button has 783 Hz. Our sixth button has 880 Hz. Our seventh button has 987 Hz. And our last button has 1046 Hz. And we also put a short delay of 10 milliseconds at the end of the loop to debounce the buttons, ensuring the false multiple detections are minimized. To see if it works, let's create the circuit diagram on the actual Arduino board while trying the codes we've created.
We now have program number 4, which is switch controlled siren running light effects. We need to connect 3 red colored LEDs with 3 limiting resistors and 3 blue colored LEDs with 3 limiting resistors to the Arduino board via the breadboard. Write a program to make a switch color siren player which will be controlled by toggle switch, tactile push button switch. Provide 5 different siren tones that will be controlled by the switches. Each tone should be accompanied by the different running light patterns. Run the program and verify that it works properly. And draw the schematic using Tinkercad or Fritzing software. So, for the schematic diagram, we use Tinkercad. So here's the circuit diagram, and this is the the schematic diagram. Oh, there. So now, let's go and analyze the circuit diagram. So here, we can see that pin 2 is connected to the buzzer, pin 3, 4, and 5 is connected to the red LEDs, pin 6, 7, and 8 is connected for the blue LEDs, and pin 9 and ground is connected for the buzzer. So let's try the diagram if it works. Let's lower the volume because the buzzer is a bit noisy. And first, the first siren. Next, the second siren. Next, the third siren. Next, the fourth siren. And lastly, the fifth siren. And the last is just it being turned off. So now that we have seen it work here, let's go and delve a deeper look into the code and explain it. So first, we declare the variables, which is button pin, where the pin is connected, which is at pin 2, where the button is connected. And for the red LED pins, respectively, it is connected to 3, 4, and 5, while pin 6, 7, and 8 is used for the blue LED. And for the buzzer, it is connected to pin 9 rather. The button state and the last button state is for checking or tracking the button state. And for the mode, it is for checking, or not really checking, but it is for the current modes, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 is for off, 1 is for the police, 2 is for the ambulance, 3 for the fire truck, 4 for the burglar alarm, and 5 for the general alarm. The unsigned long is for storing the last time the LED was updated, and the blink interval is for the interval at which to blink in milliseconds. So now let's go to the setup. The setup function initializes the pins, specifically the button pin, which is set as an input. All red and blue LED pins and the buzzer pin are set as outputs. Next, for the void loop, there, The loop function continuously checks the state of the button. If the button is pressed, it's transitioned from low to high or high to low. Then the mode is incremented. If mode exceeds 5, it resets to 0. A short delay is used to help debounce the button. Depending on the mode, a specific siren function is called. Now, for the sirens functionality. So, for the police siren, it alternates red and blue LEDs quickly to simulate police lights. It also uses two different tones, which is at 660 Hz and one at a lower tone or a lower frequency, which is 440 Hz for the siren sound. Next is for the ambulance siren, which blinks red and blue LEDs together and also uses two different tones, which is at 880 Hz and the other at 784 Hz, which is here for the siren sound. Next, for the fire truck siren. The fire truck siren blinks red and LEDs and blue LEDs but slower than the ambulance siren. It uses a single tone at 550 Hz for the siren sound. Next, we have the burglar alarm siren, which blinks red LEDs quickly. This uses a high-pitched tone of 1000 Hz for the alarm sound, which is here, and at a delay of 100 milliseconds. And lastly, we have the general alarm siren, which blinks red and blue LEDs together and uses a steady tone of 750 Hz for the alarm sound. And for the turn off all, it turns off all LEDs and stops any sound. Now that we have analyzed the diagram, or rather showed the diagram here via Tinkercad and analyzed the code here on Arduino Uno, let's now go to the actual video